Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Live with BaldyPal. Appreciate you, everybody, coming and hanging out in the chat as we're talking with the special guest tonight. His name is John, but you know him better as Bama Picking and Grinning. How are you, John? You doing all right, buddy?
I'm doing good, man. How about yourself?
Wonderful, wonderful. And the co-host this evening, Miss Rachel Strickland. How are you, Miss Tennessee Vols volunteer?
I'm better than I deserve. Drew said, "Oh, Bama's on tonight. You can't go on without wearing this jersey." So
wait a minute.
Yep, and I'm the good old dog.
That's pretty messed up.
And here you are, not even representing Bama.
No.
Come on, John. I've thought for sure you're gonna have. There it is. There it is. Represent the Crimson Tide.
Let's do it.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks for playing along and having a good old time with us. Man, the chat is blowing up. You bring the crowd out, John. They want to hear and see you and learn from you. We got Gulf Coast Picker. First to see my boy Bama.
What's up, Ryan?
You got your fans out here, man. And Melanie's here. Thanks for showing up, Melanie. Appreciate you. Fireball Flippers. Hey, Fireball, check your Instagram direct messages. I reached out to you about some calendars, so check that out and let me know. Ping's here. How are you, Ping? Thanks for showing up. Everyone from freezing Southern California. Ping, what is freezing in Southern California?
It must be 70 degrees or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
65 maybe.
We're about, what, 57 degrees here in Columbus, Georgia area, and it's not, it's cold, but it's not freezing. I want to know what freezing in Southern California is like. And Junk Monkey's here. How are you, buddy? He says, howdy, everybody. Boris and Natasha. Haven't seen you in a while. How
Me neither. Hey, guys.
Glad you made it. And there's Christopher. He's here. Elle and Michelle. How are you? Thanks for coming back out here and hanging out with us tonight. We're going to talk to Bama Picking and Grinning. Right across the river from me in Columbus, Georgia, is where he resides. And so I'm interested in a lot because, we can learn from him because our picking is kind of in the same area, in the same jurisdiction. And I'm just excited, Bama. You ready to talk about your picking and all that good stuff?
Let's do it.
All right. First off, I want to talk to you about the vintage T-shirts. I've seen you posting a lot of vintage T-shirts here recently, man.
Yeah.
A lot on your Instagram page specifically is where I'm seeing them all, right?
Couple of them, yeah.
Can you tell us a short story about how you came across so many awesome vintage T-shirts lately? Because I'm honestly, when I see them and I see one, I'm like, oh my gosh, I just hope it's in an XL because I'd go in debt because you got some really smoking good vintage T-shirts. What's going on, man? Where'd you get them?
I can't really tell you that. I got them in the United States.
Okay, don't share all your secrets. I get it.
Really? I like the Alabama one you had in your last video. That was like 1985 baseball champs or something.
Yeah.
That one was cool because I was born in 85. So I was like, I kind of like this shirt.
Really? I found that one at the flea market.
You're right.
That was a pretty cool one. But the ones that you were seeing there's a few places I got them. One of them was up in Cincinnati. When we were on that trip in Cincinnati, we went by a huge vintage warehouse. It was like 10,000 square feet. Nothing but vintage.
Wow.
I'm telling you. I spent hours and hours and hours in there. And then we went on the 127. And I picked up some really nice ones. I picked up Pink Floyd, 94 Pink Floyd, a 92 Grateful Dead. Paid like $7 for them, and they're a couple $100 shirts. Yeah, it was nuts.
That is some fire, some vintage T-shirt fire right there. I am very jealous about that. I got when I was in high school, and y'all, I don't care. I'll date myself. I went to high school and from 95 to 99. I graduated in 99. So I got from it wasn't Hot Topic, but it was one of those stores, Spencer's. You remember Spencer's in the mall? I got a liquid blue in like 98 or something, and I knew nothing about it as far as like cool or vintage or anything. I just bought it because it looked awesome, and I gave it away to my brother-in-law's stepson as a Christmas present, like maybe 12 years ago. And fast forward to now, I wish I just held on to it because even though it was just a random Spencer's liquid blue Grateful Dead tie-dyed long sleeve,
still
could have been about $40-$50 shirt.
$40-$50 shirt.
Don't look now, but somebody's right over your shoulder, man. There,
Oh,
they
don't
don't
look. Ah,
look.
I would have got totally killed. I'm sorry. That's my oldest boy. He's just getting in from work.
Yeah. Hi. How y'all doing?
Hey,
Oh my
well,
gosh. I can't believe like every video that you guys put out, how much one of your boys might kill the other for this, but how much like Ari Eli is looking.
Oh, do not say when he gets here.
He,
Lord
he
Jesus,
is
don't say
though.
that.
Like the older Eli gets, he looks like Ari to me.
Yeah, he
you can't help it though.
at high
They're
school.
handsome boys.
Thank you. They call Eli little Ari at high school. He hates
He
it.
hates it.
Oh, really? He really looks like him though. Like more and more as he's getting older.
Yeah. He's grown up on YouTube, man. If you
Yeah.
really go back and look at the old videos.
I know.
Fireball wants to know, Rachel, has Dello quit his job yet?
He hasn't contacted them. I'm like, Dello, you have to turn in your uniform at the very least. They're gonna hold your last paycheck.
Well, last paycheck from what he's making on Whatnot shouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Ping says that 50 to 60 is cold for California. Okay, I can see that. It's just starting to get cold here where I'm at. And then Jump Monkey says 36 and dropping here in Oregon. Yeah. Okay, that is officially in the cold zone for me as far as I'm concerned. All right. It's not snowing in your state yet, is it, Rachel?
No, it was actually the last 2 days has been really warm and it hasn't stopped raining for 2 days. Like it's just poured. And so, that's concerning when it's like suddenly warm in the almost winter time and it's storming because it was, bad thunderstorms last night. So
yeah,
we're in that right now.
Yep. It's hitting us. We were talking about potential tornado warnings. So it could be bad. If all of a sudden I just drop, you'll know why.
Right. I'm in my basement, so my family will just join me.
There you go. Safety zone.
If we see everybody, we know something's up.
So, Bama, I saw in another video of yours that you actually bought a storage unit here recently, and I enjoyed watching that video. I think you did a 2-video series on it. How did that experience go for it? Four video series, and overall, just how would you rate? How would you have rated that process, that whole experience for you? Would you do it again? Or are you thinking about buying more of them?
Absolutely. It was a little intimidating to start with. I think that, I've thought about doing it in a long time and just was really just reluctant because of the unknown.
Yeah.
I'm really glad I did it. I bought 3 at one time and for the first time, but they were all small lockers. And if you're going to do it to begin with, I recommend that because it's a lot of work. If you think that you're going to just go in there and just look through some stuff and be gone, now you're cleaning everything out, making sure it's done, or you're going to lose your deposit. Then you got to bring all that stuff home, right? And if you don't have places to do it, so it went through a series of, okay, we're getting rid of this stuff on the outside. We were sorting at different stages through it, but it was a really great learning experience. And 1 out of the 3 really hit a home run.
Wow.
I think we made close to $4,000 off of one of the lockers.
That's insane.
That is
if you
insane.
had only done one, you might have missed that one locker.
Yeah. This one, and it didn't look promising.
Wow.
But the stuff that was hidden away was just amazing. So I paid $70 for it. Yeah.
The unknown, but $70. Heck of a gamble on that one.
Yeah.
If y'all happen to have any questions for John while we're chatting around about any of these topics, just put it in the chat and we'll make sure to ask him as well. I know I wanted to ask you, like, what was the number one thing you were most anxious about? And I guess whether it be positive or negative, I would get anxiety about the unknown and buying I don't know, I assume you were auctioning on it, like bidding on it, not a set price. Is that right?
Right.
So, like, what was your anxiety like when you were bidding on this and not knowing what you were bidding on?
When you go thrifting, you have the thrill of the hunt, right? I mean, you're out there and it's a different thrill. When you win that auction, man, you get excited. And then when you open the doors, the unknown, it really starts to hit you. So it's a little different feeling, but I guess the unrest in it was not knowing, okay, did I just waste all my money? Because I bought 3, I spent a couple $100 on all 3. 2 of them, I basically paid them to clean their locker for them. It was just trash. So I don't know if it was just the gamble in it, but I guess I had butterflies because I was like, okay, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to get this stuff out of here? Because it had
Really?
beds, it had a dresser in it. I don't have anywhere for that.
Yeah.
But,
Well, it sounds like you were more concerned with the how am I going to clean this out, and not so much the did I just waste my money?
I was, because I already had that money aside. So if I had lost it, I really wasn't dipping into anything.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
and I figured with $200, I mean, I've wasted $200 on some bad buys already. And I figured I could at least make my $200 with a few items that I saw. So
Okay.
that's what eased it.
I'll take that as a good piece of advice that I'll write down for when I start looking into it, is that, give yourself a limit to where you're not, to where you're okay to lose, I guess is what I'm getting at, right?
Right.
I am definitely interested in the storage auctions because of the fact that I'm not as profitable with what I can find at Goodwill these days, and so I want to stay ahead of that curve and try to find a new way to source, different ways to source before they completely burn us out as resellers at our thrift stores. So
I haven't sourced a thrift store in over a year.
there you go, and you're still going. And that reminds me, I want to talk to you about the Amazon pallet store. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll come back to that in just a minute. Casboys, yeah. First off, I got to ask a funny yet possibly triggering question for you from Drew Strickland. Oh my gosh, where did it go? Here it is. How did you feel watching Alabama lose to Tennessee? That, Drew, you just had to bring that up.
You said if you guys have any questions for John.
I didn't, it's a neat question. I could only imagine.
Drew, it was heartbreaking. It was kind of like the last decade of Tennessee. This football program. It was heartbreaking, that one loss, and then your 10 years of yours. So I can feel how you feel a little bit.
That is an absolute brilliant answer. Golf clap on that one. Excellent. We got a lot of nice people up in the chat that haven't been here in a while. MD Picker's here. Shay's here. We got Sal is here. It's good to see all y'all. Thank you so much. Boris says storage units need a truck and space for the storage. Can you not just take it straight to the dump? I mean, if
you have a dump to go to, but one thing about the storage facility is they don't allow you to dump in their dumpsters.
Okay, that makes sense. I guess, I don't know that this is everywhere, but in the South, or where I grew up in Harris County, and I know there's one close to you too, Bama, there's just a county dump that you can just throw your household trash at and stuff like that. So I'm thinking that I can just take the U-Haul I just filled up, separate the trash on this side and the good stuff on this side, and stop by there on my way home and drop it all off and not worry about it, right?
Well, that's why I say start small, though. Get your feet wet to kind of not be overwhelmed with it, because even with those 3 small lockers, it was almost to the point of overwhelming how much stuff we got out of there. Yeah. You'd be surprised. It's like if you started packing your house up, you think you don't have a lot, then all of a sudden you've got 3, 4, 5 truckloads.
That's true.
It just kept expanding. So it could be overwhelming. So I just recommend start small, get your feet wet. Don't set you a limit. Just set some money aside. Say, if I spend this, I'm not losing anything. And you begin to learn, I guess, to have an eye for it. What I did was I talked to a few people who were into that. That was their niche. That
right.
They were buying storage. I actually took the pictures and went into a back room on one of these StreamYards with a guy in Texas and let him look through it and say, hey, what is this? What do you think? And just to get some ideas. That's how cautious I was about buying them, I guess you could say. You talked about our nerves. I was really reluctant of pressing the trigger, but he kind of calmed me down saying, yeah, I think you'll make your money out of this. And he was absolutely right.
Good deal. Well, think about the a second piece of advice as far as storage purchasing or auctions are concerned. And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to tell everybody in the chat that you want to hang around a little bit later. We're going to do some trivia questions and do giveaways for some of our last reseller studs of the reselling community calendars. Christopher in the chat, I buy stuff. I never say his whole name because I messed it up one time. All right. So if you're wondering why I don't say his full name, is because I don't want to get caught on recorded video saying the wrong thing over again. But he bought the remaining ones. He took one and he wants to do the rest as giveaways. So tonight we're going to give 3 of them away. And I've got trivia questions for that. And so I'm just telling you now, stick around for that giveaway. And we got a game later to play. But John, do you have a second piece of advice for people who may be getting interested in auctions, storage auctions and stuff like that?
Just like I said, like they were talking about, just make sure you have some room to put some stuff.
Set a budget, make room. What about is it necessary? Do you think it would be necessary or easiest to rent a trailer or rent a U-Haul or what? How did you clean it out? What did you have? Did you already have a trailer? Did you borrow one from a friend?
No, I just used my pickup truck and my wife's van. And so we actually, the 2 items that were big inside there was a bed. It had a bed and a bed frame. We didn't sell the mattress or anything. We put it by the road, but the bed frame was an IKEA. The dresser was IKEA. I had it sold by the time I got home.
Wow.
I took pictures of it in the storage unit and put it on Facebook Marketplace and had it sold by the time we got to the house.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've had some fast experience like that too with an old bed.
So when you're having, I would say you ask for some advice. If you do have a big piece there, you don't have a lot of room to store it, go ahead and take some photos while you're there, put it on Marketplace, and you never know. So we just put it on the front porch and somebody came and got it the next day.
There you go. There you go.
Wow.
Rachel, have you ever thought about expanding into storage auctions or anything like that in order to get stuff to flip online?
I've definitely thought about it. There aren't many in my area. The closest one is about an hour from here, up where like Marcus Dixon lives. I think they auction off a few, not like very often, but we don't have a dump situation like you do. If you take a load of stuff to the dump, Drew would know how much it is. Drew, if you're listening, comment and tell. But I think it's like $200 for a truck bed or something. Like it's expensive to go to the dump here. He may correct me and be like, it's $4, babe. But you do have to pay to dump stuff. So like there's a huge liability there.
Yeah. Well, I know that like if it were like metal or something, it would be like per the pound and stuff like that. So
if it's metal, now they'll pay
like
you.
That. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bad experience one time at the metal recycling.
Really? We're not allowed to throw away anything metal here. Drew will jump down your throat if you throw away anything metal. That man saves every scrap piece of copper, every scrap, everything.
Yeah. I know he's an electrician, but what does he do with it? Does he just
takes it to the recycling and gets paid for
okay.
it?
He takes it to the recycling.
We don't throw away cans. They pay us for our cans.
I got you. Yeah. He's a smart man.
They'll spend money.
Yeah. He's got that wizard beard going on, and we know he's
so wise.
My daddy used to call it she money.
She money for like scrap metal money.
Anything you do like that is money she don't know you got.
Oh.
Money she don't know about.
Yeah, you got
$60 up to 800 pounds. Okay, shows what I know.
$60,
but still, $60. Like you could rack up 800.
That eats into your profit right there, instantly.
Right.
All right. Well, did you use websites like Auction Bids, or did you hear about something locally that you used when you decided to go, find these that you were going to bid on?
I did do it online, and it's I used Locker Fox, I think it's called.
Okay.
And if you look on there, there's quite a bit in Columbus too. I'm not traveling that far for a storage locker. So
yeah. No, I'll write that down. I haven't heard of that one yet, but I've looked at a couple of different websites. Haven't pulled the trigger yet. Like I said, I'm going to keep talking and asking questions like you said you did. Because one piece of advice that Pastor gave me one time is if I want to do something, I got to find somebody who knows how to do it good and learn from them first. And so that's really why I have the show. If I wanted to get better at a certain type of thrifting or picking, I find somebody who does it well, and then I learn from them. Junk Monkey says, "Shh, don't tell them about the she money."
There you go.
They can smell it when you have a few extra bucks.
You gotta hide it outside, man. You can't be walking around with it.
Oh, that's hilarious, Junk Monkey. And Nashville Flippers are in the house. Hey, buddy, how you doing, man?
That's
Got
my
the
boy.
whole South here.
Yeah, we do. It's an
Represent.
awesome show.
Oh wait,
Representing
Ray didn't
hard.
see my shirt. I mean, that's all they know in Tennessee is orange. So
Orange looks
Yeah.
good on you,
It-
Ray. Oh my god.
Orange looks good on you, Rach. Yeah, and then for some reason they tear down their own goalpost and put their own
Weirdos.
college in debt for some reason. All right. Well, let's do this. Let's go ahead and give away we got 22 people in the chat. Let's go ahead and give away the first of 3 reseller studs of the reselling community. It doesn't matter if you've already bought one. You can still play. You can still win if you want to. Here's the thing, though. You can't win more than one. All right? You can't win more than one. So we're going to do this with trivia questions. And I'll go ahead and give you the topic. The topic is Christmas movie. And the reason is because I just watched this movie last night. So all 3 trivia questions are around this particular Christmas movie. And the first person to answer the question in the chat, and Bama and Rachel know the answer, and they're helping me find the first person. That person I'll reach out to on Instagram, and we'll get you your Studs of the Reselling Community calendar. The first question is, in the movie, and that movie just escaped my brain. It's
Why
a
am I
Wonderful Life.
nervous?
In the movie, It's a Wonderful Life, what is the name of the angel? In the movie, It's a Wonderful Life, what is the name of the angel? So that's a very easy one. So this should be not take too long to answer this one. Even if you need to look it up on Jump Monkey, not Die Hard. That is not the answer to the question. It should be an easy one to find. If just do a quick Google search. Whoever's the first one to put it out there is the winner of the calendar. I think I see the winner. Do y'all see it too? Yes. Mr. SSK Promo, would you agree?
Yes, on my side.
All right, Ken, you are the winner. His name is Clarence. He is the angel from It's a Wonderful Life. All right, Ken, reach out to me on Instagram. Share your address with me, and I'll make sure you get your Studs of the Reselling Community calendar. Thank you so much for playing. We got 2 more questions coming up later in the game. All right. So, moving right along. Bama.
Yo.
Off the topic of storage auctions.
All right.
You said you hadn't been in a thrift store in over a year?
I haven't. I've been in a thrift store, but I haven't gone to not to source.
Okay. So what is your favorite sourcing for your reselling? What is your favorite sourcing? What do you like to do? Where do you get your stuff from? What's your flea markets? We're talking yard sales. We're talking neighborhood app, Facebook Marketplace. What is your favorite way to get stuff to resell online since you don't visit the thrift stores anymore?
My first love is yard sales. I still love, but I don't have a lot of time to go do that right now.
Mm-hmm.
So my main source is High Bid.
High Bid?
High Bid. Mm-hmm.
And that's the auctions, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, how many have you bought in all now?
At High Bid, I've bought.
Well, in general, a lot now, huh?
Yeah. I bought a lot from High Bid.
Are you addicted to it now?
If you don't need to tell all my business, man. I bought one last weekend. I drove to Montgomery. Won some stuff out of Montgomery.
That's a pretty good drive, huh?
Yeah, we made a time out of it. Like I said, I went for this hat.
That hat by itself.
That hat by itself. I drove up there, but I got a bunch of stuff and I already made all my money back, so I'm good.
Excellent. That's excellent. Rachel, what's your favorite sourcing? I don't recall what your favorite sourcing is. Is it?
I really like estate sales. There just aren't many around here, but the stuff is always good. Like if you pick a good estate sale, it's someone's entire lifetime collection. It's like specially curated good stuff. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that makes sense.
That's my favorite if I got to choose, but there's not a whole lot around here, so I end up at the thrift store a lot.
Yeah, Gary would tell me that I'm tight on my money and I don't like go to the estate sales or the auctions, and that's why I haven't gone into those yet, because I don't gamble enough, is what he said. That would be his advice. I guess he knows me better than anybody because he's my best friend, right? So, what were you gonna say, John? I cut you off there for a second.
No problem. I was gonna say estate sales are fun. We get a lot of good ones around here, but Amanda is not here to defend herself. But she's been going to estate sales without me, guys.
Really?
Yes.
Good for her.
Hey, on my side here. and not only is she going, she's going to one Friday without me.
Maybe she has he money now.
Let me
Money
tell
you
you,
don't know about.
it's not just he money. If you have seen our show from a long time, I have a local nemesis, and his name is Larry, and he's really a good guy. But so he and I compete, and we're actually going to do a show where we do a competition with each other. But he's always trying to get ahead of me and me ahead of him. I'm at work the other day, and I get a message from Amanda, and I'm like, okay, and it's a picture of her and Larry. She's cheating on me, y'all. Cheating on me with my nemesis at estate sales.
Oh man, you gotta figure out what's going on there. Make that right.
It's not right. Like, I don't know.
The he money is in the wallet. Is in his wallet. Oh man, y'all are hilarious. Girls gotta do what girls gotta do.
I'm telling you.
Man, that's hilarious. He money. Yeah, they're all on your side there, Rachel, with the he money right there. Oh man. All right. So if she's going to the estate sales, what kind of do you give her any instructions? Has she learned a lot and she knows what she's doing? Is she great on her own, or does she still not know exactly what she's looking for? How's that work out when you're at work but she goes to the estate sale?
So last weekend they FaceTime me, and so I was at an estate sale at work, going through
virtual estate sale, huh?
Virtual estate sales, yes. But she's pretty good. She had Eli with her, and he's got a pretty keen eye. But she's picked out some pretty good stuff as well. But this last one was more stuff that I wanted for my Alabama collection, and so she found a lot of neat stuff for me over there.
So when you go to the flea market, is there more than one that you attend, or is it the one off? I think it's called the Lee County.
Yeah, Lee County 280.
Is that the one you go to, or is there another one I don't know about?
No, that's the one that there is another one, I think, but I don't go to it. Lee County is the one that I go to.
How would you rate that that flea market? I'm just curious to know, because there's not many resellers in the area that I can talk to about that, but I'm just curious to know, how do you think that flea market rates up to others you've been to?
I would say it's probably 5 out of 10, maybe
yeah,
more, but it's gotten worse. It used to be really good, where a lot of good vendors were there, or a lot more people getting rid of their stuff. And now it's turned into like, little people who are there all week or have their shops that are permanently there selling junk items or really high priced items,
or fake Nikes.
Yeah. So there's one section that we really concentrate on, and it's usually the tables outside where people come in and basically they're clearing out their house, so they'll rent a table for $5. And that's where you find the deals, is when you go into stuff like that. So we rarely even go underneath the awnings into those type of shops. We're out there with the tables, where somebody drives up in their pickup truck and just starts unloading stuff in the back.
That's like on your one where you and Eli were challenging each other. Like, he chose the path where it was the people's personal stuff, and you said you got stuck with the vendor side. He got that whole case of Roblox with like 20 characters or something for $5.
$5, yeah.
That was a good find.
That's when he said, "I'm going that way." You saw me go,
Yeah.
He got me on that.
He's smart.
Yes. I like how Papa at the end of that video ended up giving the boy the money at the end anyway.
He always gets the money.
Was there a caveat though that he had to help you list?
Yeah, good luck there.
Did he? Yeah, right.
Hey, why aren't your boys on Whatnot yet?
Man, they don't want to be on Whatnot. I can't get this. I don't know what's wrong with them nowadays.
Toys are great on Whatnot as like collectible action figures and stuff.
Ari did get on there, and he bought a bunch of stuff. Eli was addicted
to sell.
No, not to sell. No, he's not going to buy and spend money. Yeah, he's going to do it. Eli got addicted to it. He was buying shoes and shirts, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I don't know. They've got into girls and all kind of crazy stuff, so I'm kind of last pick now. So.
Aww.
It'll be all right. They'll come back around to you. They remember all the stories and the things you teach them. It just takes them a little while to sink in.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah. I wanted to do a quick follow-up with you guys from last week's show. First off, Bama, have you sold any high-end shoes lately on eBay that had to go through their authentication process?
Probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe. Or they weren't
Mhm.
really high end, but yeah, about 2 weeks ago they had to get authenticated. It had some Jordans.
Did that go?
I almost said Jordan. Some
Yeah.
Jordan ones.
Yeah, for some reason we got a high school in our area that goes by Jordan, but it's spelled Jordan. And inside
Oh.
joke, inside joke, inside joke. I get it though, Bam. I'm with you.
I thought that was a fake Nike joke,
No, it's just
like Jordans instead of Jordans.
no.
It would be. That'd be good. That'd be a good way. But did you went through the authentication process? Did that go smoothly for you?
Yeah, I didn't have any problem.
Well, I recently went through one myself, and last week we were talking about it on the show. And one thing I wanted to follow up with everybody, in case they didn't know, was that the free shipping label that FedEx provided me, I sold the shoes for like $170, and I charged shipping to the buyer. But eBay gave me a free FedEx shipping label, but kept the shipping money. I didn't see that money at all. And so I had to wait it out to honestly see what was going to happen. And so they ended up keeping the 15. And then I didn't know what to do, so I took some of my other shoes and I did a test. Rachel, you may remember this. I changed my other higher price shoes to free shipping to see how that would happen if they sold. And what ended up happening was eBay added $14.95 shipping to the shoes. So even though I listed them as free shipping, eBay, it says $14.95 eBay shipping is exactly how it's written on the listing. And so I guess theoretically speaking, you can't do free shipping on shoes that have to go through the authentication process anymore. They're at least going to do a $14.95 shipping charge. So I think everybody, if you weren't aware of that, I think that's good to know. You could probably end up making a little bit more money, maybe not, but if you add a little bit of that possible shipping to the cost of your shoes, the guy who bought the $170 shoes gave me positive feedback, but said, great shoes, expensive shipping in my feedback. And I'm like,
Wow.
that was eBay shipping. Like,
and eBay announced that, like, whenever you sent that to me, we were talking about it this week. I recall now when eBay came out with the announcement that all authenticity guaranteed shoes will be like a flat $15 shipping now.
Mm-hmm.
But I completely spaced on it until you said that, and I haven't had any go back through there. But like, yeah, Drew has a simple pair of tennis shoes that are going to have to go through there, and that baffles me that it's going to cost $15 because you could mail those for $8 anywhere from where we're at, $9 maybe. So yeah, it is going to be expensive shipping.
Well, theoretically, you could have some shoes that could ship first class.
Yeah,
in the $50 range, free shipping. Hey, how are you, Miss Bama Pickin?
Good.
Heard you're going to an estate sale.
Oh, you told on me?
Yeah, I
I
told her.
heard you've been at the estate sales.
Yeah.
Sent a picture of her and another dude, my nemesis. What is up with that?
What? Larry's a good guy.
Yeah.
Why didn't John break out his jersey tonight? We wore our jerseys.
They played a trick on me.
Really?
Yeah, they wore it.
You don't have yours either. Don't you have a Vols jersey?
It's an ugly Christmas sweater.
Or Georgia jersey. Don't you have a Georgia Bulldogs jersey? You can
I
wear?
think I have a Patriot somewhere.
Yeah, Patriots. We don't own any Georgia or Tennessee stuff.
No.
We'll send you some. Don't worry.
Hey, you were talking about old vintage clothes that came from Peachtree Mall era, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Here's one right here. No, remember
The No Fear. I saw that.
I sold a No Fear shirt once.
Man, I had a dozen No Fear t-shirts growing up. I was man.
I dated a guy that wore a lot of No Fear.
There you go.
He did too.
If he dated you, he had no fear.
This is
Bro. Okay, touche. All right. Yeah, that was mine. I bought that at Gaffer's, if you remember that place.
Yeah.
Oh, you held on to it all that time?
Yeah.
Yeah, I stole it actually.
She actually stole it from me while we were dating.
And she never gave it back.
Never. I can't wear it anymore, but yeah, she she never gave it back. She stole it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. They sometimes they had some really radical pictures on the back. Like I had a bunch of baseball themed ones that had like the seams all busted up and really mean faces and stuff like that. Because I was into baseball, so that's why I really enjoyed the No Fear when I was growing up. I found a No Fear T-shirt in the thrift a year or so ago, and Even though it had a hole on it and pit stains, it still sold for like $45.
Yeah.
Some of them can sell for a lot of money.
Yeah, they sure can.
I have
It's
to price
crazy.
that.
No.
I've got a hat too, one of my old No Fear hats.
Okay,
if it goes
so
missing, Amanda, you'll know he checked comps.
and that sweatshirt too. Better hold on to it.
Yeah.
I just came up with a new question, John.
Yeah.
Of those vintage T-shirts, of all of them you went through so far, what's the highest priced one you found?
The one that Eli kept.
Oh,
Sounds right.
There's two
What
of
was
them.
it? What
I
was
think
it?
the highest one that I got was the Stone Cold.
Right. Oh yeah.
That's like
And then
$350.
Ari kept it.
How
last
could he
sold-
lie? You knew the second you picked that up that it was going to Ari.
Let
the
him
last
wear it for a couple of months.
was $350. So I'm like, all right. I bought it for $90.
Right.
So I paid up for it. But I was like, man, yeah. And he saw it and never said nothing. So I was like, well, I guess he's not interested. It wasn't 2 minutes after I listed it, I heard footsteps coming down the hallway, coming and going, what are you doing? Where's the shirt at? And I'm like, I put it up. I just listed it. He's like, no, that's mine. So I had to take it down. Yeah.
Is he logged in on your eBay? Like he gets notifications when you list stuff?
He posted it on Instagram.
I posted on Instagram
Oh.
selling it, and yeah, he
I don't think I would have been that nice of a daddy. Especially if I paid $80-$90 up front for it. I've been like, you know what? I'll get you a fake one that looks like this from 2011.
Bro, you don't know how hardcore he is in wrestling.
Oh man.
I'll give him a little plug too. They have a show every Sunday night called the Babyface Breakdown, where it's nothing but wrestling talk.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
It's on his
on
Nostalgic Slammer. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And so they talk, like 2 hours of nothing but wrestling and what's going on. So yeah, him and another
I'm bringing popcorn, man.
No, it's Fedora.
Fedora.
Yeah. The Bad Brothers Babyface Breakdown.
Let me see if I can find it. I'll put the link.
Listen, you'd be proud of me. I sold a Sin Cara action figure the other day from 2011 and got probably what I paid for it then. I got $16 plus shipping out of it for Sin Cara.
Sin Cara.
I was like, that's like not that special. And that's, again, probably what I paid for it that many years ago.
Yeah.
I did learn about a year or so ago that the wrestling figures have a huge following. Huge following. And when I came across a bag full of them in South Carolina when I visited there, and they wanted just $8, and I just like, I don't care what's in here. I'm buying the whole bag because I know something's worth money in here, and ended up selling the whole bag for over $100. So
wow,
it's just, and I could have done it individually. Right. Could have gotten more money if I'd done it individually, but I wasn't into the whole individual because I don't know them like you guys do, right? I'm sure your son knows every single one of them if I held them up, but I don't. So I'm like, I just want to I'll let somebody else do that work. You know what I'm saying?
So one of the videos that we put out a long time ago, we found, like you did, huge bags of wrestling figures, actually before Goodwill turned to evil. And it was the most views I've ever got on a video was us unbagging those and him starting to talk about every figure that came out.
Was that the one where you guys were at the hotel?
No. There was another one. Oh my God. That was another one.
That's
he
great.
is super knowledgeable about him though, like telling their whole life story because you held up like a figure of him.
Yeah, we didn't plan it to be that way. We're just going to just show what we got out of it. And he just started talking about, he was like an encyclopedia. He just started the history of every single one. I'm sitting there going,
So smart.
How can you be so knowledgeable of this, but in school you can't.
Oh man, don't get him. They got their topics that they know everything about.
He's something.
Let's do this. Let's play this game. We got Amanda. You can play too. It's a game called No Way, where I'm gonna put prices and items on the screen and a made up price, and you tell me way or no way it went for that price, or no way it didn't go for that price. So let's go ahead and let's knock this game out.
No way! No way! BaldyPal! Excellent!
That is the amazing intro that my co-host
John, you look like
Good
that's
for
the
us
first
here.
time you ever saw that.
Yes, I told you I have not been on YouTube. How long have I been?
It's been a long time.
Wow,
That is the best intro I've ever done. And
I
thank
look
you,
just like
co-host.
Garth, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
That's one of my favorite movies. So I was like, yeah, it's awesome.
Just like Garth. All right. So the game is No Way. We're going to change it up just a little bit because unfortunately Gary wasn't able to join us tonight. He had something going on with his family. But we're going to kind of mix two games I've done in the past. It's called No Way and More or Less. So I'm going to show you an item and a price I say it's sold for. You choose whether or not, way or no way, yes or no. It sold for that much, or no way, it didn't sell for that much. And if you say no way, I want you to tell me if it sold for more or did it sell for less. You follow me? So
Yeah.
we're gonna have fun with this and play along. The first item is a Porsche 2023 thrill calendar that's sized 30 by 24. And I got this idea to look this up because of the Studs of the Reselling Community calendars that we did this year, and we'll be giving two more of those away later. But this is a 30-inch by 24-inch Porsche 2023 calendar, and I say it sold for $89.95. Bama, what do you think? Way or no way? Rachel?
You want me to say before him?
Yeah, go ahead. Way or no way?
I think way. I think it did because it says daily thrill. So I'm wondering if it's really thick and if it has 365 days, although it looks like it doesn't. I'm going to go with way.
Okay. Daily thrill. That's a good thought process.
Yeah, if I've just thought of looking at it, I wouldn't have thought it was sold for that.
Yeah. So do you think that it would have gone for more or for less? You think that's way too high?
I hate to say it. Yeah, I would think maybe half of that.
Somewhere around $40, 44, $45.
I'd be totally wrong, but
all right. So the actual sold price of this item. I'm grabbing the wrong thing here. Hold on. Come on, work with me, Google Slides. $120.
Wow.
$120 for a 2023 Porsche calendar.
I mean, I could print those in the basement.
Yeah, it's a 30 by 24. I mean, that's a rather large.
It's a big.
What I'm saying is you could
calendar.
buy 6 Studs of the Reselling Community calendars for that.
Absolutely, you could. Absolutely.
They had a calendar called Studs of the Reseller, and they didn't even talk.
She probably has one. I mean, think about it.
Yeah, she bought one. She bought one. She's gonna put it up.
I'm on duds with the reseller. Dang.
So, all right, Rachel, that's 1 point for you. I don't have anywhere to keep up with score.
Do I get a point for that since it sold for more?
Yeah, no,
Yes.
you got a point because you said way.
Yeah. Okay.
Are we supposed to have like things to write on or something?
No. I was gonna do. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's all good. I was gonna try to keep up score, but I don't have everything I need for that. All right, the next item is a Harry Potter chocolate frog full set of 19 cards, but it's 14 sets of 19 cards of these chocolate frogs. So what's the math? Somebody do 19 times 14. That's that many cards of chocolate frogs from Harry Potter. Sold for $1,009.65. That's a lot of chocolate.
That's like 300 cards or close to it.
Yeah, close to it. So I say my suggested price is that this sold for $1,009.65. Rachel, what do you think? Way or no way? Harry Potter Collector's Edition.
We've gotten these before. They're the little cards that come in when you buy the chocolate frog. You get one of these cards, and they're holographic. They're really cool. I can assume it would be difficult to collect all in a set, but this person was able to do it 14 times, so it can't be that hard. So I'm going to say no way.
All right, that's a really good detailed thinking on that. Bama, what do you think? Way or no way?
I can't break it down to that thought process, but
yeah.
No, I don't think so.
That's $100 a set or more. Like, no.
It sounds like y'all think that number's just way too high.
I think so.
Right? All right.
It better be, or I know what I'm going to be looking for from now on.
So I might have just gotten both of you on this one.
Come on, tell me you didn't.
Why do I keep grabbing the wrong
Learning too daggum much on this show tonight.
Well, come on. Google Slides is not working with me here. This is great for. Let's just do
Aren't
this.
you in tech?
Yeah, it's Google Slides. It's not me. Quiet, Rachel. But it did. It sold for 824 British pounds, which is approximately $1,009.65 US.
For why? That was money laundering. Come on.
That was ridiculous. But yeah, over $1,000 for 14 sets of 19 Harry Potter cards. Yep.
Very strange.
Neither one of you get a point on that one.
No.
Boo.
All right. The third item is the 1981 DeLorean Hot Wheels car time machine from Back to the Future. The 1981 DeLorean Hot Wheels car from Back to the Future. And this is Hot Wheels. So, I mean, what's that? Like a 3-inch car? You know, it's not that big. So I say it's sold for $3.79. Bama, picking, Amanda, what do y'all think? Way or no way?
I would sell for more. I think I would buy it for more because I like that.
All right, Rachel, what do you think? Way or no way?
I
There are
think
no way for a lot
it
more.
should sell for more. Like if I can get it for $3.79, I want one. But here's what happened: this person ran an auction. They made a mistake. They thought eBay was the place for auctions, and they only got $3.79 for it. It happened.
Okay, so you're gonna go with way.
Yeah.
You think it just happened the wrong way?
Yeah, basically the wrong.
All right. So the actual price is $3.79. It was not on auction. It was a buy it now.
Wow.
And it listed and sold for $3.79. Now, I got you on this one. This is not the movie version. It's just another Hot Wheels from 1981. See, I thought I might get you on that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
appreciate you.
there was one I found that comes with a collector's carrying case that it looks like the yellow case that Doc Brown carried the plutonium in.
Yeah.
That one's the $500 one.
Wow.
Cool.
All right. The next item is a vintage 90s, vintage t-shirts. I was thinking about you, Bema. Vintage 90s Bart Simpson underachiever single stitch shirt.
Yeah.
Proposed price $59.99. I'll let Rachel go first. What do you think?
It sold for more than that. No way.
No way. All right. And you think the price should be higher. Bama, what are you thinking?
Well, I got one kind of like that, a little higher than that.
Yeah.
So what are you saying?
I would say higher.
Okay, so both of you are no way for a higher price. Okay. Let's see if my tech skills can grab the right thing. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Actual sold price is $59.99. Did you get a deal?
Wow. Yeah.
That's about between 50 and 70 is what I would. If somebody offered me 59 for my Bart, I'd probably take it.
There you go.
I wonder if it being a size medium like injured it also.
Probably a little bit. If it was a large, extra large, it probably would have got 20, 30 more bucks.
I love how the littlest details can affect something so much on the eBay reselling community. All right, the last item is a 1993 Grateful Dead Liquid Blue Rise and Fall Tour.
That's
t-shirt.
Bama's shirt.
Is that Bama's shirt? No way I grabbed a sold listing from Bama. All right, my proposed price is $1,275 for this 1993 Grateful Dead Liquid Blue vintage t-shirt from the Rise and Fall Tour. Bama, I'll let you go first. What do you think? Way or no way?
No way. It was lower.
No way. And you think it was less than that? Rachel,
No.
what do you think?
I also think no way because we have to have a no way soon. And like Tupac shirts don't even sell for that. So no way.
All right. So you're just going with the odds on this one. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're like, you got to have a no way at some point in time in this game.
I threw Tupac in there too, though. Come on.
Yeah, Tupac will sell you anything. All right. $599 is the
Still a
actual
lot.
sold price.
Mm-hmm.
Did you, when you said lower, what were you thinking, Bama? When you said lower?
I was thinking around 300.
300. So this
Yeah.
one got the $600 mark. It's still a hefty price for a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay that much.
No.
Bama, what is your top price for a t-shirt that you would buy for yourself? I mean, specifically a t-shirt. What is yes, for you? How much money are you willing to spend on the right vintage t-shirt to keep for yourself? I know you got Amanda sitting right beside you. I'm curious because there's a lot of money in vintage t-shirts, and I personally, I don't like shirts that much to spend hundreds of dollars.
Well, I spent $100 on a t-shirt to resell.
Okay.
I've got one of those. If it was the right shirt, I would probably go up to $100 to $200 for it.
For yourself, to keep it for yourself.
Yeah, for myself.
That's crazy. I just congratulations. What shirt would it be? What shirt would it have to be? Are you looking for rock and roll?
Yeah,
what are you thinking?
It would have to be like an old band t-shirt, and plus to find it in my size would just be a grail.
Well, I just saw that you put the link to your son's wrestling YouTube, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm going to post it here in the chat for everybody to go check that out and give them some love. That'd be cool. Drew says $40 is max for him. Rachel, what about you? Are you into vintage t-shirts?
He's so cheap.
What's the max you would spend on a vintage
t-shirt? I don't wear t-shirts. Like I kind of do, but I kind of don't. So if I was going to spend a lot, probably around $100, but it wouldn't be like a band or something. I would find like a vintage Gucci or Chanel or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think I'd spend more than $100 on it. Just because like I wear t-shirts, but I don't know, not enough to spend more than $100, I think.
I hear you.
I spend between $50 and $70 on a t-shirt a lot. I mean, I've got tons of them.
I like to shop for t-shirts at Kohl's and Target, when they got like 2 for $20.
$9.78.
So I buy so many, I can't spend $50, $60, $70, $100 on a t-shirt. So there's going to be Star Wars or Marvel related, and that's what's all in my drawer. So I don't know. Even if I had the opportunity to buy like a Star Wars t-shirt from, let's say, A New Hope, the first one that was ever released, I would just be like, that is brilliant. I love it. I'm not going to spend the money necessary to own that shirt.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah. I just can't do it. I bought this at the thrift store. So, I mean, I support my dogs, but I even buy the jerseys from the thrift store. So I hope y'all enjoyed that game. And speaking of games, let's do one more and let's give away another calendar. And same topic as before. It is another trivia question from the same movie, which again is escaping my brain. It's a Wonderful Life. And Amanda, if you didn't see it before, this is the calendar that we're planning to give away right here. Studs the reselling community. And Bama, if you want to be in the calendar, let me know on Instagram. I'll put you on the list for next year. All right. The question is, in the movie It's a Wonderful Life, what did George Bailey look for in his pocket? It's a little bit of a more difficult question, but I think it's going to get harder as the night goes by. What did George Bailey look for in his pocket? First person to put the correct answer in the chat, and Bama and Rachel will help me identify it, will get one of these calendars. So while they're doing that, and don't let us miss it.
If you guys want to see the same order that we see it, be sure you're on live chat instead of top chat. If you go in the upper right where it says top chat, be sure that says live chat.
Good point. Thank you for saying that. It does look, the chat order is different on our side because of that. And your chat on your view looks like it may be ahead of other people simply because you're right there on that computer. But it looks like we actually may already have the winning one. Now, I see Ken came in first, but Ken already won. So going with the next person, is it Lisa K?
Yes, that's what I see.
Lisa K 100, Zuzu's Pedals. That's it, Lisa K. You win the calendar. Reach out to me on Instagram, if you will, and we'll work out details to get you your calendar. I hope you enjoy it. I know we enjoyed making it. I can't see how you can't. Next week, when we have the Christmas show, we're going to publicly announce how much money we raised from this fundraiser. And we're going to actually make the donation to the Gary Sinise Foundation live on air, if I can make that happen without giving away my credit card numbers. And yeah, that'll be great. So y'all make sure to be here next week. We might even have some Christmas trivia and some Christmas giveaways. You never know what you'll find out here on the channel. So another question I got for you, Bama.
All right.
Would you consider coming to Columbus and having a thrift battle with me?
Yes.
All right. Even though you don't like the thrift stores,
I'll do it.
you would do it.
Absolutely.
And you could bring Amanda to be the judge. And I'll bring Gary to be the judge from my side.
Oh, okay.
That way we can, they can, comment, go over to the side and see if they agree who made a better job, who didn't. But no, in all seriousness, let's get together. Let's make a video. Let's do a thrift battle of some type. Rachel, you'd be invited to if you weren't 14 states away, right? Maybe I need to go to Missouri. You're in Missouri, right, Rachel?
Yeah. I'm in Southeast Missouri. We can't be that far apart.
I need to make a trip to Missouri. That would be fun, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe early in 2023. So lots of people like that idea. Woohoo! Thrift battle, woohoo! Yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be a great video, Bama. We could do part of it on your channel and part of it on my channel, and we'll just do a little series there if you want to. But other than that, tell me specifically this week, in the past 7 days, what is the best item you've sold? Not necessarily the highest priced, but what do you consider is the best item you flipped this week alone? Rachel, you'd be thinking about it too. I'm gonna ask you the same question.
This week.
What you got, Bama?
This week, didn't I?
No, you didn't sell the yearbooks this week.
If you'd have said another week,
Ah,
I can tell you about that sale in a minute, though.
You sold Monsters Inc. things.
Monsters Inc. Yeah.
What else was we sold? I don't know.
I have to look at that
I have to
one.
look up.
Yeah.
okay.
Yes. But I can tell you in the past few weeks, the best thing is I sold.
Yeah. What's the best thing in the past few weeks?
1914 University of Alabama yearbook.
Yearbooks can be really, really good. What'd you sell that for? From 1914?
I was 1914 and 1915.
This was pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
So I sold it for $199.
$199.
2 hours.
I believe it.
Wow.
I believe it. I have seen those yearbooks for universities like that go for some wonderful money, especially if something happened that year, right? Like they won a championship that year, or somebody famous played football for them that year. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen those go for some really good money. Rachel, what was yours?
My sales haven't been stellar this past week, but when I was at the bins, and I've only been once in the last year, I saw a Little People donkey, and I was like, where there's a Little People donkey, there's a Little People nativity. And so I went back and I started searching for the other characters, and I didn't find a whole set, but I found just the stable, and it was not even the stable that plays music. And I found Mary, and I sold Mary this week for like $10 and the stable for 20 plus shipping. For just these little people, so like $30 off of something that I just had a hunch might be there.
Yeah,
I've got the complete set.
We have the complete set, but we don't have it listed. Israel has one.
I don't know if you can see it.
That's a Barbie.
I'll put you on solo layout. What you got? 1960s original Tressie Grow hair doll.
Real hair doll, yeah. So it was. I had it listed for $125. I think they best offer of what $90 for that doll.
Yeah.
And you took that offer, right?
Yes, absolutely.
There you go.
Paid
$10 for it.
I was about to say you probably paid less than $20, right?
Yep.
Yeah, state sale.
There you go. That's a good sell.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of that doll.
You asked, does she pick up good stuff at estate sales? You can go ahead and tell them.
Yeah, that was my find.
There you go.
Good
Did
job.
Larry help you find that?
Ooh,
No, Larry wasn't there.
Oh,
Rubbing it in. Rachel, go grab the salt and pour it on the wound.
Yeah, I mean, my
Okay,
God.
so this last one I went to, I found a bunch of stuff for you.
I told him about that.
Okay.
You know, I didn't.
I think you should have wrapped that stuff up and put it under the tree.
Well, don't get her started on that.
He also said you were hoarding the money that you found at the estate sales, that you weren't sharing
There's
it with
something
him.
about money.
He's got his own account that he goes.
I got that she money. I
love it.
told you, man.
I love it.
I'm trying to find this picture I got sent, so I show you that I wasn't lying.
Yeah.
Yeah. that was
I was lucky enough to sell a new wave oven twice to the same person.
Okay.
Yeah, they bought it. Then they said, "Oh, can you change the address and ship it here?" And I was like, "No, ma'am, I don't do that. You're gonna." That's like the best I could do is ship it to the address on the file, or I'll have to cancel and you can repurchase. And I hate doing that because of buyer's remorse.
Yeah.
I really hate doing that. But
never mind.
the city and state, we're not even talking like nowhere even close. It was like Las Vegas versus Pennsylvania. Like they weren't even close to one another. But the risk was it's either not selling it or getting a return. Either way, I'll lose. What's this? Oh, is that you, Larry?
what I get.
Larry.
I get a text with this while I'm at work. I'm like, what?
Well, at least she told you.
Yeah.
She ain't hiding it.
I found a new thrifting partner.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Hey, Red Dirt Picker, how you doing? Thanks for popping in and chatting with us.
Rachel.
Oh, look at this. Colin's on the move. Rachel, you look so pretty.
Chrissy, I bet you look pretty right now too.
It's probably because she's not in any kind of Crimson Tide color or anything like that. It's probably
red just wasn't my color tonight.
The orange. Yeah, the orange. It really brings out
I feel so out of place in a football jersey, guys. Like this is the only time in my life I've ever had one on.
Wearing that, I would feel out of place too. Anyway, so remember I sent you a message about those wooden ornaments, trying to get prices for them.
I do now that you just said it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you never said anything back. But anyway, besides the point. I
guess that's getting you back from wearing the Tennessee jersey.
Yeah, that's what they do over there. Orange is usually the color of criminals, and so I sold one for $30.
Really?
Yeah,
I can believe that though. They looked. I mean, does he do it on like a wood forge, like one of the laser forge things?
Yeah, like a CNC machine.
Yeah, that's really cool looking.
Fireball Flipper says, "At least you know you can rock orange if you have to, Rachel." And it reminded me of a joke. You know why the Tennessee Volunteers color is orange, right? So they can pick up trash. So they can pick up trash on the side of the road Saturday morning and go straight to the game when they're done.
Man, dang. Drew,
That's
I hope you're gonna defend your team in the chat, honey.
He says he bleeds orange. That's okay. When you lose as much as you do in the previous years, you bleed any, red, orange, green.
I was just surprised they had a football team still. I thought that they had just done away with it. It was okay.
I feel bad wearing this jersey and not defending this team, but I don't know anything to say right now.
Most of them don't. I didn't know they had fans still, but see that.
Oh my gosh, you cannot cross into Tennessee without all of a sudden everything is orange. The grass is orange. The tailgates are orange. There's a T on every single bumper. They're so proud of orange tees and checkerboard. It's everywhere.
Yeah. It really is. It is everywhere in Tennessee.
Absurd.
It's in their rivers too when they throw the goalposts in. But hey, I can only talk for like the next couple of years that we're still on top. I'm eventually going to be put in my place, right, when we're not winning anymore. But right now we're on top.
Good for y'all. You got a coach from Bama and he's winning for you, so I'm happy for you.
Yeah, he started in Georgia, if I'm not mistaken,
but he didn't win.
Brought up
winning in Alabama.
Well, I think this conversation is excellent, but we need to give away the last calendar. What do you say? One last calendar for the night.
Let's do it.
And let's see, we got Ken 1, we got Lisa 1, and then we got to give away one more. We got 14 left in the chat, so we haven't lost everybody yet talking about football. All right, first person to answer this question. It is, again, same movie. Again, I watched it last night, so it's what was in my mind. So, how much money did Uncle Billy lose? How much money did Uncle Billy lose? If anybody, the first person to answer that question in the chat will get the third and final calendar that we're going to give away tonight of the studs of the reselling community. And you don't, if you missed out on this, you'll have to really check it out next year, because we're going to do something next year. I just don't know exactly what it's going to be next year. So y'all start looking out for that, maybe around the September timeframe next year. We got a couple of guesses here, but they're not quite right. We got a $3,000. We got $1 billion.
$1
Jeez, $1 billion. $100, $5,000, $2,000. Well, I think we got the first winner here. Where is it? Y'all see it? Fireball Flippers.
Yes.
Is that the first person that has that written down there?
That's what I see.
Sure is. All right, Fireball Flippers, you get the third calendar for $8,000. No, I'm just kidding. That's the answer to the question.
Sucker.
Answer to the question. Sucker. It's all going to the Gary Sinise Foundation. Come on, you $8,000. That's not too much to ask, is it? All right. How much did Uncle Billy lose? He lost $8,000. It's a Wonderful Life, y'all. I love that movie. I know other people have talked about this, so we're going to end on this last question real quick. Bama, you go first. Amanda, you're second. And Rachel, you're third. But what is your favorite Christmas movie? What is your favorite Christmas movie? I'll go ahead and go first. Mine is a tie between Elf
Don't you say Die Hard.
and Home Alone.
Okay, thank God.
I was about to say Die Hard.
They're all going to leave the chat if you did.
I'll admit Ken convinced me finally that it's not a Christmas movie, and it was because it was released in July, the year it came out, and I
saw
never
Bruce
realized
Willis
that.
making a speech and said it's not a Christmas movie.
Yeah, that does but the director said opposite of Bruce Willis. So
Oh, well.
So Bama, what's your favorite Christmas movie?
One that I would just go watch would probably be Elf. I was thinking the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
I like The Grinch.
Mm-hmm.
The Grinch. Which version? There's lots of versions of The Grinch.
I like was it Jim Carrey?
Yeah.
Jim Carrey?
Yeah, personally.
A little bit of trivia I saw on him one time that he had somebody from the CIA train him on how to tolerate being held hostage and under investigation because of the torture the costume put him through.
Really?
He had to learn CIA techniques on how to compose himself and hold himself his composure under hostage situations in order to stay because of the costume and all the trouble it took to put it on and the lenses in his eyes and all that good stuff. So pretty weird, huh? To go through such a Christmassy movie, he had to train himself like a CIA informant.
Wow.
Amanda, your turn. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
Okay, so this one is I love the Tim Allen Santa Claus movies, but I really, really, really love this, and I'm watching it. Santa Claus the movie has Dudley Moore in it.
Yeah, I remember that one with the candy canes.
Yes.
I haven't seen that one in a very long time.
It's on Hulu.
Okay. That's a good one too.
Yeah.
She watches Christmas movies.
I'll probably rewatch that one now that you've mentioned it. I haven't thought about that one in a while.
Yeah.
Rachel, what's your favorite Christmas movie? You got a favorite Christmas movie?
It is not the Christmas season until you have watched Christmas Vacation. Like
Christmas Vacation. Yep.
We watched it every year. Like, I don't know if I was really young kid. I guess I probably was. Anyway, so it always makes me think of my dad and my mom also. And since they're not around at the holiday time, like we can't go down and see them. I love it. It's my favorite. Christmas Vacation.
That is a really good movie. Funny as can be. I turned it on the other day just to have background noise that was entertaining and funny the whole time. Drew said worst Christmas movie ever, but I don't know what he was talking about.
Me. He's talking about The Grinch.
He likes that movie. I know he likes that.
See, Ken says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. Again, like I said, he's the one who can.
That's what he was talking about, probably. Die Hard.
Lisa has a question here. Do you raise money for this foundation any other time of the year? I do not. I mean, not for any reason other than I just keep it to once a year because of all the coordination stuff it has to go through in order to, make it happen. But I choose the Gary Sinise Foundation because veterans, honestly have a place in my heart for what they do for our country and for us. And same for my wife. We got veterans in the family as well, but they do other things too for first responders, which I think are kind of like those heroes that are unspoken heroes. First responders, the police, the ambulance drivers and firemen and stuff like that. So that's why I choose this particular foundation to raise money for at this time of year. Thanks for asking. But more than likely we will do it again next Christmas, just in a different way, right? Well, Ken says, I always have a hard time answering that question. I like them all. Yeah, except he doesn't like Die Hard as a Christmas movie. So I won't forget that, Ken. I had a good night tonight. Great conversation, Bama. Amanda, I'm glad you were able to join us. Thank you for that. Learned a lot. I'm going to pick your brain some more, probably over Instagram and when we get together, about the auctions and storage auctions and stuff like that. Because again, I'm very interested in them. And you learned from some people, so I'm going to pick your brain and learn some of that knowledge too.
More than that.
We'll get together, have some lunch sometime, talk about it. But until then, y'all, I'm glad y'all hung out with us tonight. Y'all stay safe out there and have fun picking. Good night, everybody.
Bye.